Welcome to part 4 of chapter number 1, Nutrition in Plants. In part 3, we have learned synthesis of plant food, parasitic plants and insectivorous plants. In part 4, we are going to learn about saprotrophs and saprophytic plants, symbiotic plants, replenishment of the soil with nutrients. Symbiotic plant. Symbiosis or mutualism. Symbiosis is the combination of two Greek words, sym, that means with, and biosis means living, which means living together. In symbiosis or mutualism, two different types of organisms live and work together for their mutual benefits from each other. Means they both are living together, they work for the benefits of each other. Means one helpful for another and the another one is helpful for the first one. They share shelter and nutrients. Example, lichens. This is the picture of the lichens, which is the symbiotic plant. Lichens are composite organisms. It composed of fungus and algae. Fungus is a saprophyte and algae is an autotroph. The fungus supplies water and minerals to the cell of the algae, while algae supplies food prepared by photosynthesis. Means algae prepare the food with the help of the water and minerals as well as the sunlight, but these water and minerals are supplied by fungus, and the food which made by algae is supplied to the fungus. A bird sitting on the back of a rhino is an example of symbiosis. The bird gets a worm to eat while the rhino gets a ride of these worms. This is also an example of mutualism or symbiosis in animals. Leguminous plants. Some plants such as pea and bean plants have symbiotic association with a type of bacterium called rhizobium. These bacteria live in the tiny swellings on the root called root nodules. Look at the picture. Here you can see the swelling part on the root, that are the root nodules where the rhizobium bacteria live. Rhizobium helps to convert or fix the atmospheric nitrogen into forms that can be used by the plants to prepare food. Nitrogen is present in air, but it is not directly used by the plants. This rhizobium bacteria helps to convert the nitrogen into the important substances in the important form of the nitrogens, which is used by the pea or the bean plants to prepare the food. In return, the plant provides shelter and nutrition to the bacteria. So both help each other. Such plants are leguminous plants. Replenishment of the soil with nutrients. As we know, plants require nutrients such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and some minerals like phosphorus, iron, potassium and calcium for proper growth. They get carbon and oxygen from air. They get hydrogen from water. Nitrogen and minerals are absorbed from soil. As a result, with time, the soil is depleted of its nutrients. Depleted means use up or become empty. Therefore, the soil has to be replenished from time to time. This can be done by following process. Nutrients in the soil are replenished by adding fertilizers and manures. Fertilizers and manures contain plants nutrients and minerals like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, which help them for their proper growth. The bacterium called rhizobium can take atmospheric nitrogen and convert it into a soluble form. Read this question and answers. Learn for exam. Now, homework part. Write, define and short answers in science notebook. Diagrams of figure number 1.1, figure number 1.2, figure number 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 and 1.8 on interleaved pages. You can see this figure in your textbook. Draw the figure, the diagram with a pencil, color it, label it properly. Be happy, be safe and be healthy at home. Thank you.